Remember how I haven't worked out? This is working out with corn. Corn weighs about 4 ounces each, so it's not gonna be particularly effective. Have I told you lately how much I love corn? I love it so much, and at this time of year, it's still in great abundance, so get it while it lasts. Corn and shrimp chowder. That's on today's agenda. The first thing you wanna do is cut up the world's smallest onion. Teeny, tiny, teeny. This onion may be small, but it's awfully ornery. I like it really finely minced. Dun, dun, dun. 2 tablespoons of butter. Gonna go ahead and use butter this time because it tastes so good with corn. You know, corn and butter, they go together. Melt that baby up and then cook your minced onion until it's translucent. That should take 6 minutes. So let the onions get nice and translucent, and while you're waiting for that, which should take about 6 minutes, cut up 4 Yukon Gold potatoes. A lot of chowders have a little bit of flour in them to help thicken them. This one has no flour in it, just the potatoes are thickening it. So that's why I like to peel them so that the starch from the potatoes leaches out into the soup and helps with the thickening process. But you can leave the skins on. I mean, it'll probably still happen even if the skins were on. I admit it, I like the texture of them better. So sue me. 3 ears of corn, the kernels and the cobs. You're gonna save the cobs and put them into the broth to give it flavor. Cut the kernels off in the normal manner. I'm forsaking my usual corn cutting method because I actually don't like it when my blade hits the metal on the baking sheet, so I'm doing it on the board. I know. I've told you so many times to do it on a baking sheet, and now I'm backpedaling. The corn and the potatoes and the cobs all go into the pot, and then you're gonna add 5 cups of milk and a cup of water. Whole milk, please. Cooking all these things together really develops the flavor nicely. You can turn this up because you want it to come to a boil after you add the milk and the water. Bring it to a boil. Should I season it? Yes, I will season it. Of course I will season it. Flavor of butter and corn and milk cooking together. What could be better? This is the part where you want to be careful because when milk comes to a boil, it has a tendency to kind of explode. So watch it carefully. Right as it's coming to a boil, turn it down to a simmer and then let it cook for about 8 minutes. You want the potatoes to be nice and tender. My dad used to make corn chowder all the time when I was young. I feel like that's the only thing I really remember him making, except for salmon patties out of canned salmon. Those are his 2 specialties. This one's for you, Dad. Let it simmer, 8 minutes. I have some shrimp. They're large shrimp. They're medium shrimp, I lied. You want to peel them and then remove the vein. And in fact, remove the tail too. Sometimes we leave the tail on because we think it's cute. Not today. It's not cute today. Don't do it. Once the potatoes and everything are cooked and they're nice and tender, that's when you put the shrimp in. You don't want to put them in too early because they'll overcook and they'll be tough and they won't be delicious. Meanwhile, you can just finish up by prepping some basil. You didn't think that you'd get away with me not adding basil to this, did you? The finishing touch of the summer season, the summer/early fall season. Remove the corn cobs now, lest you feel like chewing on them. I don't think you do though. What I like to do just for a little bit of extra thickening is take the back of my spoon and just mash some of the potatoes against the side of the pot. And that just releases the starches. Depends on how thick you like it. Believe me, we've had arguments in this kitchen about thickener in chowders. It's a very hot topic here. And then add your basil just at the very end. Oh, what do I smell? I smell wafting basil. So pretty. The waftability factor of this basil today is very, very high. There's nothing that I want to eat more. So I'm serving myself a bowl because I can barely wait. This is the epitome of summer in a bowl. I highly recommend that you make it before summer is completely gone. Make it before it's too late. Oh, my hand is burning.